microphone working? Yes, it is. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, honorable board. My name is Gary Ruley, and for 16 years I lived on a 60-foot former Coast Guard boat that had a 10-ton cargo hold and a 4,000-mile range. Back in the 70s, I made several trips to Colombia and brought in tens of thousands of pounds of high-grade Santa Marta gold. So I feel what I have to say tonight comes from first-hand experience. Day team. No disrespect meant to this honorable, hard-working board, but I think cannabis regulation should have its own board and not be associated in any way with alcohol. Call the WCA, or Washington Cannabis Authority, and its staff must have people experienced in the cannabis field, arrest records or not. We've heard ideas to restrict licensing and growing. I feel this is a terrible idea. We have a chance here to make a major contribution to the employment of thousands of hard-working, tax-paying, family-raising American citizens. We could lower unemployment by the thousands, putting millions of dollars into the local economy and tax base. At the same time, you would help eliminate the drug cartels who are selling to our children. Why would anyone buy an inferior dish weed when they can go to the local store and get high-quality cannabis grown by local people? Weed has been tested for them for its purity, potency, and pesticides to keep up with the competition. This would keep that huge revenue here in America where it belongs. We already test our crops. We don't need any more government rules, regulations, and expensive red tape to wade through. One standardized license should be available for a reasonable $250 fee for anyone that wants one with no limitations. Their quality and hard work alone will determine whether they survive or not. Restrict nothing. The American marketplace will take care of itself. America was built on a small businessman, his hard work and ingenuity, and free enterprise, not restrictions from his government. Growers will only grow what they can sell. Buyers will buy the best they can afford. And don't worry about that mysterious, pesky black market. It's probably made up of 95% of the people in this room. But it'll be legal overnight, and what's left will diminish to a trickle. That was your black market. After 40 years and $2 trillion of your hard-earned tax dollars, the federal government has not been able to put a dent in this. Only jail millions of hard-working Americans, destroying their lives and families for using a beneficial plant.
Gary, if you could just kind of wrap up so everybody else has a chance.
All this talk about 25% tax here and 25% there would be so bad for business. That will increase the price so much folks will be driven back to the black market, helping the murderous drug cartels to flourish and endangering our children. Simply use the Washington. That's why I'm 2 minutes because everybody's applauding. I have time just to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Simply use the 10% Washington state sales tax wherever transaction takes place. People can live with that. The government will still make millions. Medical marijuana as a medicine really should not be taxed at all. And in closing, restricting outlets to industrial areas at 1,000 feet from schools, libraries, and parks, or just things limiting them on as business is outrageous. Any place owned commercial should be available for cannabis shops. Children will be more protected because they cannot go into cannabis stores any more than go to liquor stores. They would only go back to the black market where our lower prices and higher quality will help eliminate. Wherever cannabis shops have opened, they have benefited the local economy. In downtrodden shopping centers, they help clean up and bring other businesses. What cannabis shop is complete without a donut shop or Burger King next door? Cannabis shops that sell paraphernalia, papers, pipes, hand clothing, their added security and cameras bring down crime in the immediate area and promote other tax-paying businesses and shops to move and thrive. Thank you, honorable board members, ladies and gentlemen. Praise God for this wondrous moment in our lives, and may we all prosper and find happiness, free from government interference. Help us grow. Don't stop us again.
It's not tobacco, and I also have a designated driver.
Well, how to follow that? Am I sharing?
Hey, John, remember we've heard you 2 other times. So please be brief so everybody has a chance.
2 minutes. 2
Please.
minutes.
Yes.
Tell me when my minute starts.
Now.
Well, thank you, Sharon. Good to see you again. Brian, we're trying to make sense of all this liquor control board. What I heard from the PowerPoint lady is that you couldn't affect taxes, but yet Brian collapsed 25% off the taxes last meeting I went to. Said you can be a grower and producer and only pay 125%. So I'm still trying to find, heads or tails out of, and also the PowerPoint lady said, you don't have any expertise in this business. And looking for expertise. I have an MPA. I was in the business, starting off with a joint, a matchbook, and a lid. Back in the 60s, Gary helped me to be the nation's largest hashish importer it's ever had. And I imported about $1.5 billion, whatever the street value is of hashish. And so I have a bit of expertise in the entire industry and the entire business. Paid the price. I paid the price, but I went back to school. Got learned. I was going to address, number one, the taxes issue, and cut down the 2 minutes. Let's see, what's the other thing? Because I don't write my speeches like Gary does. And I liked his, and he got a lot of laughs out of that. That was a good one. But the point I really wanted to make was that you're trying to control an industry, you're trying to regulate an industry that coming from liquor, that you really don't know anything about this industry. So let me take my last 30 seconds in closing and give you some educational materials. The point I really wanted to make was the sense of transparency. We don't know how many people are on this board. We don't know how much public tax dollars are being spent. We don't know what this hole that you're digging with just renting this hall. We don't know anything. And the listserv, which is a public listserv, we don't have any feedback. It's just give it to you, but we can't interact with the other people who are giving good ideas. So it'd be nice if the listserv, the bulletin board, what we used to call the listserv back and forth, were public, so that we could comment to other people's comments. And we'd like some transparency. How much tax dollars you folks are spending? Is that unreasonable to ask? No.
Yeah, and John, you can get that And John, would you rather we didn't? Thank you.
Can seal back. And if you'd like to, appreciate it if you test them, because you're constantly talking about eliminating the illegal whack underground, which I call the gray market. We call it the green market. The gray market. So,
Okay, John, thank you.
Thank you. If you don't want to test it, you can raffle it off for about 10 grand. I think the Ospreys are